Hello, this is Alan Blackshaw from Herding Together. This is the first in our new series of short videos. The series will briefly discuss books we found to be helpful and essential in building communities, creating the conditions for positive change in organisations and in corporations, and in creating safe places. These will be brief introductions to these books with the hope that you'll source them out or maybe revisit them to enhance your own practice. Just a quick reminder, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel Herding Together so we can keep you up to date with our new videos. In 1993, Jodie Kretzmann and John McKnight published Building Communities from the Inside Out, a path towards finding and mobilising a community's assets. It's a bit of a mouthful, but this book was a real game changer in community development and in building communities. It remains one of the go-to resources for those of us working in assets-based community development. The book is written as a guide on rebuilding troubled communities. From the outset, it examines that there are two ways to work in communities. A community can either be seen as a problem to be solved, in that they are deficient and need help. The whole community is viewed through this lens of needs. This immediately creates a mental map of a community in deficit. Through this lens, people are viewed as problematic and deficient. Only problems are seen, such as crime, broken families, illiteracy, drug abuse, etc. No strengths are really seen through this lens. The obvious solution is a range of funded targeted services. Of course, these make little impact in many communities. People cease from being active participants, creators of their own destiny and citizens. They become clients and consumers who can usually only be helped by outside services. This creates a cycle of dependency with few gains for the members of that community. The alternate approach is to view a community as having a number of assets that can be linked and mobilised to create change, with community members as lead change agents. This produces an entirely different map, a map of assets, not of needs. The map begins with the gifts and resources of the individual, and then the assets of community groups and organisations, local institutions, etc. Identifying these assets is really only the first step. Once identified, they can be linked with each other and mobilised to focus on issues considered important by the community. This is the asset-based community development approach, or ABCD. From the start, the book focuses on a glass half full, not half empty when looking at communities. It looks at strengths, not deficits. Of course, this doesn't mean that problems don't exist, but these become opportunities for community action through the use of their shared assets. Building communities from the inside out, it's not designed to be read from cover to cover. You can do that, I've done that, and it's a worthwhile experience, but it's really designed to be looked at as needed. And because of that, it's remained a powerful resource. Various sections of the guide are designed to be referred to when you really need to do something in that particular area. For example, if a community wished to look at empowering young people or how to mobilise the assets and gifts of people with disabilities, it would look at the relevant chapters in the Releasing Individuals Capacity section of the book. Similarly, if the goal was to mobilise and leverage the assets of local community groups, the reference point would be the chapter Releasing the Power of Local Associations and Organisations, and so on through the book to chapters on local institutions and rebuilding local economies. Towards the end of the book is an incredibly useful section outlining the simple but incredibly powerful ABCD approach, the asset-based community development approach. For anyone new to ABCD, or people looking on how change can happen in community, or even seasoned practitioners wanting a refresher, this is an essential guide. When I first came to ABCD, there was a copy of this book in the team library. It was referred to when needed, and its philosophy was the foundation for the work the team did. I have my own copy and referred to it at various times. Although the book was printed almost 30 years ago, it's still essential reading.